Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So at this point in the game, we can get over 100 boon points. I want to cover what boons should you be getting for what role, whether you're a damage dealer, a healer, or a tank. What should you prioritize when spending those boon points after the latest update, where they have made it so that you can get multiple master boons and multiple advanced boons. Now before we jump into this, there is a critical bug which you may run into that will end up costing you far more boon points than it should. Hopefully this gets fixed in the near future. Basically, if we get to our advanced boons by spending all of these, you need to have spent 45. You can now see that there is some bug with my boons. Why is this one going to cost me 6 boon points per thing? And you can see 45, 51, 57, 63, 69. We just spent 24 boon points to get 4% control bonus. That's quite ridiculous, and that is a bug. It is supposed to only cost you 4 boons, not 24. Now you may very well run into this bug, and what can you do? Well, switching loadout, trying to retrain the boons does not help. You can click, you can retrain it. We still have that cost there. Basically what you have to do, select all of these boons, don't commit anything, no need for that. And once you've spent your 45, you unlock those advanced boons. You need to then go and put points into the boon which costs you only 1. So we have 2 of those, right? These ones are just going to cost us an insane amount, right? So don't take those. We're going to put a boon point in here, then remove it. You can see it's now been reduced to 5. We then need to find the one boon point with 1 point, increase it, then reduce it, and it's decreased everything again by 1. Increase it, reduce it, and then it's gone there. Like now we need to find a new one which only costs 1, increase it, reduce it, now they're all at 2, increase it, reduce it, and now they're all at 1. And there you go, you're set. The problem you might arise is if I wanted to select this one, you can see now they've all gone up to 2, which is incorrect. They shouldn't. Increase this next one, decrease it, they're all back to 1. Now you can go and increase this one, and now it makes sense that they will cost 2 because you'll use this one, then they'll cost 3, then they'll cost 4, 5, and 6. So that makes sense. But when you go to change your boon points, it bugs out. Like here, it's all bugged out. It's all got the variant costs. So it's a bit of a mess choosing those advanced boons and trying to get them resetted, etc. So hopefully this helps some of you out there who are running into that issue. They should not be costing so many boon points. The cost should be exactly like this. To get the max advanced boon, the first 2 should only cost you 4 there, the third 8, 4th 12, and the 5th 16. Now before we jump into what boons you should be choosing on your role, there is another important thing to note. They have changed the way the blessed boons work. These boons you'd usually use for healers. One is Blessed Advantage, applying heal over time, extra power, and also a recharge speed bonus, and the other giving defense, hit points, and healing stamina. Before module 27, you were able to use these and you were able to trigger them while you had them on other targets. They have changed this now, that you can only trigger them on someone if they actually have the boon. So, for example, Cassie Shieldheart, she has the Blessed Advantage boon, while I have the Blessed Resilience. Now, no matter what I do, no matter how much healing I do, I can never trigger Blessed Resilience on Cassie because she doesn't have the boon. Apparently, it does not work with the when you heal somebody. It can only be when you are healed. This is most likely a bug and will get fixed in the near future. You can see we can trigger Blessed Resilience on herself, but we can never do it on Cassie. She does not have that boon. But we can trigger Blessed Advantage on her because she does have the boon. We can see we don't have the boon. So what this means is that it's utterly pointless for the healer to use those blessed boons anymore. You cannot, when healing somebody, give them those effects. And as a tank and a DPS, if you want those effects, you need to have the boon. Which again, means there's literally no master boon a healer should really use anymore. Which is unfortunate. Hopefully they will fix this at some point. So if you're a damage dealer, this is what I would go with. This is the cost amount of boons you need to get those, and this is the benefit of the boons. Just have a look, tooltip over the boons, see what benefits they're giving you. Get all the power ones, crit strike, crit severity, combat advantage, accuracy, movement speed. Then go into the advanced boons, get forte, recharge speed. You can just get 3% of action points, and then go to life lessons, bloodlust, blessed advantage. Those are the best master boons for a damage dealer. And then you want to get your last AP gain boon, and then you can go damage and damage resistance against these enemy types. Be aware, if you are running one particular type of content a lot, like demon web hits, try and make sure that you do have the 5% damage versus fiends. You would totally prioritize this at like number 1 before anything, if that's the only content you're running all the time. Same with undead, cultists, dinosaurs, etc. And at the very end, you can also take Blessed Resilience, specifically if you're running tougher content where that added survivability would help with the defense and the maximum hit points. Again, your healer cannot give you that bonus unless you actually have it slotted. So if you're a healer, this is what I would go with. There's no point taking the blessed boons here. You can take them in the hopes that they will fix them and then not have to reset your loadout. There's just nothing better to take. You take all these boons here, which are going to help your healing, except for the defense and awareness. You just need those in order to get the advanced boons unlocked. And then you'll just get 4 of those and you're set pretty much. And then as a tank, this is what I would go with. Again, getting all those defensive stats there with the hit points, the movement speed, unlocking your advanced boons, going at the forte, stamina regen, recharge speed, unlocking the master boons, getting focused retaliation, enhanced application, blessed resilience, and then you can go get the rest of the advanced boons there, get blessed advantage as well. It'd be somewhat useful, just pretty expensive, and then you can go from there getting damage resistant lingering potions, but you'll probably won't have enough boons at that point. And that's really about it. Again, the priority for your DPS, tanks, and healers. To put them all on the same page, that's what I would do, just there. You can, of course, get the master boons on like tier 1 after you have like 10 boons spent. It's just you really do want them on rank 3, so you may as well get them at the point you get 60 boon points. So hopefully this helps. Again, just be aware of the change to the blessed boons, and unfortunately healers can't use them anymore other than to give the benefit for themselves. So if you want those benefits, make sure you're using the boon, and whenever the healer heals you, they'll have the chance to give you those. And otherwise, yeah, a bit of a mess with the bugs with regards to respecking and ending up with those advanced boons costing far more than they should. Just be aware of that, play around with it, and you can end up, yeah, being able to reset them like I did, if need be. If you're new and miss a lot of boon points, well, the main place to get them is through your adventures. Just complete those and they'll give you a bunch of boon points upon doing so as a reward. And then the campaigns. You can complete all of these, they'll give you a whole chunk of boons. A lot of them are time gated, they'll take a while to complete. And then there's the legacy campaigns. These ones you can complete much quicker, especially due to being able to use genie gifts to buy currency. Only recommend buying currency there and generally doing these when you either have free time, and especially during the ×2 events. You can check your calendar and there will generally be a ×2 event every week. Like next week it's Dreadring, just in 1 day actually, and then after that it's Icewind Dale, etc. Sometimes you have ×2 legacy campaigns, and that's just for everything then. And to get those boons you can spend genie gifts, and if you don't spend a signet of patronage, this would be the costs. If you do spend a signet of patronage, which you can create via the campaign if you've completed it on another character, you create it here with some currency, and then you can use it on your alt character. You will halve all the costs again. So this would be the costs of, let's say, genie gifts to complete the campaign without a signet. So half that if you have the signet. And that would allow you to complete the campaign to get the boon points at least, without buying, let's say, a campaign completion token. Massive thank you again to all these channel members for their extra support. We'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.